Okay, Garth, one thing I wanted to point out to you is that when this was installed, the people that did this, they used the old gas piping. You notice there's a gasket on the side of the furnace here. There's one on both sides, and that's for the gas piping to go through, and the gas is what obviously provides the heat. What they've done, this contractor, they've done, number one, they've used either the existing piping or whatever they had kicking around in the truck that time, I don't know. But they created their own little hole in the side of the furnace. They actually really butchered it pretty good here. And they've created an orifice in the side of the furnace, which is going to decrease the efficiency of this furnace. Why that is so is that when the door is put on the furnace, it creates what they call sealed combustion. And they've broken that seal when they've done this. So Harry and Evelyn will never get the efficiencies out of this thing. In addition to that, this furnace, we conducted what they call a heat gain, heat loss. And what we do is we measure the envelope of the building to determine the size of the equipment. So determine the heat gain, the size of the air conditioner, and the heat loss is the size of the furnace. When I did the heat gain, heat loss, it came out to 45,000 BTU furnace, and it came out to an 18,000 BTU air conditioner. The furnace they put in is 40% larger than what's required for this home. So the furnace is grossly oversized, and the air conditioner is 30% oversized that they provided for Harry and Evelyn. They're never going to work properly. They're grossly inefficient. So Lennox Canada has provided proper sized equipment, a 45,000 BTU high efficiency furnace and an 18,000 BTU high efficiency air conditioner. Sized right, they'll maintain the efficiencies, the operating capacities of the furnace and air conditioner for the life of the equipment.
Hey Garth, remember this water heater that was installed improperly last time? As you can see, this pipe was never here the first time when we were here before. So what we did is we added another intake air pipe for proper combustion so the customers isn't going to have any problems with it and you're going to have great efficiency levels. We also lowered this tank down so we were able to install this properly. Also as well over here we ran new gas piping to the unit. They never did that before. Last time they had it run on flexible line. Not a really great way to do it. Black iron piping is the best way to go. As we move down to here, as you can see, we installed the anti-scald device in here so the customer doesn't have the risk of getting burnt when they're either having a shower or running any hot water. And also, we did away with those other water lines, which we didn't know if they were potable water usable. So we ran all 3/4 inch copper lines right straight from the main. So this way here, we know it's going to be safe and everything's going to be efficient for them.
So there's always an opportunity to do things that are right, and we've seen a great story here where companies have come across some wrongs that have been done, some unscrupulous contractors, and quite frankly, they say that one of the good ways to understand you have a good contractor is they show up on time. So apparently that's apparently the new medium to get to. But the whole thing about this is with your company, and listen, you don't own the company, you guys work with the company, but you behaved like owners in this company. You have behaved, in my esteem, that is something that you don't often see anymore, where people really take their pride in what they do. And considering this mess that we've seen that's been installed here and that you're fixing, these guys didn't have pride in what they did. They did the very bare minimum, and then it did it ass backwards.
Right.
And you know what? I just want to sort of talk about the fact that this is good PR. This is what the stuff that we should be reporting on. This is, in my opinion, what we should be looking for testimonials, especially in social media, to see what is being said and the good deeds that are being done out there. And with social media, not the regular media, although it's important, but social media, this kind of idea where this message can be shared with people and people and people, I mean, now it's going to be, this is your story that actually helps you get in the doors other places. And normally if this is just a 6 o'clock news thing, it'd be done in 30 seconds and forgotten the next day or the next minute. So you've done something here that I know as a marketer is important, but more importantly, it also says something else. It says that if you're going to be a schmuck in the marketplace, if you're going to be a goofball as a contractor, you're going to get nailed. And it also gives an opportunity for you to say, here, we're out here doing good stuff so you can get recognized. Now, I got a feeling this is not the first time you guys have ever done good things in your life. But what was it about this story that really moved you to action? Because I know you've seen horror stories all the time. Steve, maybe you want to tell me about this.
I think what it was that moved us the most was to see the struggles, and you've seen the paperwork that she had, all the times that she's phoned the contractors and they never come back. We don't operate that way. When we have a problem, we take care of it. And that really hurt us to see the fact that she had to go through so many things over and over again and never get any resolve to it. So we felt as individuals and as a company that we need to take care of these people and step up and help them out.
Well, Mike, you had an opportunity to, be in this game for a while, but, you had an opportunity to say we need to take even further action. And you went to bat. You went to the corporation, and I'm not trying to cause anybody to have any problems here, but you went and said, here's the case, and all of a sudden, look what happened today, that you were able to do something, and all of this garbage is coming out of here, and these people are going to be taken care of, right? Mike, why do you do this?
Well, the thing that got me the most about this story was when Evelyn came to us, and we're sitting down here, and she's telling us the story, and she told us that she actually got rushed to emerge because of the stress.
Yeah.
That got the both of us, and we said, that's it. We got to do whatever we got to do to make this right. At Certified Service Experts, what we've done is we created a team of doing the right thing for the customer, doing what's in the best interest of the customer at all times. Do we do it 100%? No, we're human beings, but we endeavor to do the best we can. Yes, a lot of people stepped up to the plate to help make this all happen. Lennox, our team, Steve, have given a lot of time and energy to get this thing right.
Right.
And the nature of the people here, they're nice people,
Yeah.
and they got royally screwed.
Well, Harry's 95 and Evelyn's in her 70s.
That's right.
You don't want to say the exact age, but you're right. They got messed up, and this is an opportunity now for something to be done right now. I just want to talk to you a little bit about social media. Now we know there's things called Facebook and Twitter, and you know that I'm directly involved with this kind of thing. What is your impression about when people are now doing good things? If they could post that and get the world to see that, versus it just sort of being, all we do is talk, like in the regular media, you say, if it bleeds, it leads. The story here could have been senior citizens ripped off. The story could have been here, that if you didn't pay the right price, you just, watch out because you're not the right price, you're not going to get the right product. But what about when, first of all, the bad news gets told globally, but the good news, what do you think that's going to do to the marketplace? Is it going to up the ante and people have to start stepping up and hopefully not be jerks like they've been?
Hopefully it makes people realize, or other contractors realize, that you just can't do these things to people, because with social media there's a lot of coverage that's out there now, and it's out there, so people will know that they can't just do this to people.
I truly believe with social media, like good news, bad news travels fast and all that. I believe social media has the ability to have good news travel faster than bad news.
Yeah.
I really truly believe that, and hopefully this little story that we're giving the world, I don't know.
Yeah, we are.
Can get circulated around, and hopefully other contractors will smarten up.
And let's let other companies step up and do the right thing. So you know what? We're going to encourage you right now that if you're a contractor out there or any kind of service provider that's doing the right thing to correct a wrong, we want to hear about it. We'll come out there and shoot the footage for you and make sure that people understand when it's wrong, they'll be fixed. And by the way, if you have been wronged and you feel that you can't get any answers through bureaucracy or hundreds of phone calls, get a hold of us. And all the information's on the site, and we will actually do our best to come out there, get the footage, and help you, like Mike and Steve have done, to get the right thing done for the right people. So until we meet again, this is Garth Riley from the Garth Riley Show, and now called the Riley Advocate when we're after this kind of stuff, saying goodbye. And by the way, if you're going to screw up, we're going to come after you.